Hey guys, just imagine this. Two tech giants, Apple and Google, that we've always seen competing may now be about to come together in a way that nobody expected. Have you ever thought about what this could mean for the future of our iPhones? And not only that, there is a whole history of rivalry that gets turned upside down with this latest development. What has changed behind the scenes to make this collaboration possible? And most importantly, how is this going to affect the way we use our devices every single day? Stay tuned because we're going to dive into this topic. Before we continue, remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video to stay up to date. Your likes and subscriptions contribute to the growth of the project, and the project growing means I can bring more interesting videos to you. Sound good? Thanks for the support. So, it seems like Apple is considering using Google's AI chatbot, Gemini, on its iPhones and is in discussions to get a license. Nothing is confirmed yet, but if it does happen, it won't be the first time we see something like this. Samsung, for instance, already uses Google's AI technology. If this agreement does happen between Google and Apple, it could be a major push for Google's AI plans with the potential to implement it on 2 billion phones. Apple has recognized the need to embed artificial intelligence more deeply and smartly into its products, particularly the iPhone. There's already a very strong and profitable relationship with Google, mainly due to Google's search engine prominence on the iPhone. The plan is to further this partnership by integrating Google's generative AI tools into the iPhone to enhance it and make it smarter. It's crucial to leverage this relationship, especially since Apple is perceived as somewhat behind in terms of artificial intelligence. Many people understand that every major tech company has something significant to say about AI, and Apple is no different. However, there's an acknowledgement that Apple can't handle everything in this field by itself. And why would this impact the stock prices? Well, you don't embark on something like this from scratch. There are several factors in play. Regulators are already scrutinizing the partnership between Apple and Google, and certain aspects of this relationship aren't seen favorably. The United States Department of Justice is monitoring this closely, and the FTC is inspecting the partnership between Microsoft and OpenAI. There's a concern that with so much AI innovation, if the tech heavyweights join forces, it could hinder innovation and competition. So as regulators could see a situation like this, they first need to understand if these conversations are really going to have any outcome. We're trying to get more information to determine the next steps and weigh the pros and cons from a regulatory standpoint. If you think like a regulator, the question is, do you want to see more unity and collaboration between the two most powerful companies in the world? Or would you rather tell them to have Apple develop its own artificial intelligence solution? Comment below with your opinion. And what about the duration of this partnership? If Apple finds a better partner, could it simply leave Google aside? Apple has already done something similar with Google when it used Google Maps as the default service of the iPhone, but behind the scenes it was developing maps. And nowadays, Google's search engine is the default search engine for Safari on iPhone. So the partnership between Apple and Google already exists. On the other hand, we know that Apple has already had talks with OpenAI, and at the moment, the ongoing discussions are between Apple and Google. Could a new partnership with another company emerge? Remember that Samsung cut a big deal with Google and has already brought Samsung AI fully integrated organically with the functions of its Galaxy phone line. Apple really needs something grand, something groundbreaking. The iPhone, which has been out since 2007, needs a new shakeup. And remember when Apple was working on a car? Well, it's dead. I made a video about the why it got the axe. I'll drop a link below. Remind me in the comments. As Bloomberg reported a few months ago, it was recently canceled and some of the team was reallocated to AI initiatives. So integrating AI into the iPhone might be the big thing. Also, Apple has a developer conference coming up in June. Many are speculating that this might be the time for Tim Cook to take the stage and announce the company's AI strategy. This could be a kind of admittance that they they haven't really had anything revolutionary to show until now. Building advanced language models, the foundation of generative AI tools, requires a lot of time, manpower, and substantial resources. OpenAI, for example, didn't just appear out of nowhere. They garnered quite a bit of attention last year, but this was the result of years of hard work. Microsoft has benefited from its collaboration with OpenAI, and Google has been developing its own generative AI technology for years. Apple, on the other hand, was focused on the iPhone, the Apple Watch, the Apple Vision Pro, the car design, and other things that are very profitable and made the company one of the most valuable in the world. But EA wasn't the top priority, at least not to the same extent as the other companies. It takes time. Even if they haven't finalized all the details of a partnership like this, the developers conference could be a good opportunity to give some hints, show a bit of what's to come. Apple often comes up with well-developed things before talking about them publicly, so it's unlikely they'd get ahead of themselves. But it would be interesting to have something like this up their sleeve, at least to give us a taste. What does this change for the universe of iPhones? Will I need to buy a new model? How does this affect sales and practical use for iPhone owners? Well, we already use our phones for almost everything during the day. They're practically indispensable. Now imagine creating images, writing texts, everything we already do, but with tools like OpenAI's, but in an even more integrated way with the iPhone, without having to open a laptop or use another app. Can you imagine having Google's Gemini fully integrated into the iPhone? What would it be like to integrate these functions directly into the features we already have on our phones? Leave your ideas and questions in the comments. I'd love to talk about the subjects of the video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. The time is now. See you in the next video. See you soon.